Come on, students. So now we'll start the next problem in our topic regression analysis. So far we have completed 6 problems. Now 7th problem is a little bit different from the previous problems. Here the formula will be different. So hope everybody have got the hard copy of the problems from the link under my description. So keep the problems ready before watching this video. You can get all the problems in the link under my description. Now 7th problem. In a correlation study, the following values are obtained. Here the values are given for x variable and y variable. For x variable, mean is 65. For y variable, mean is 67. We can call it as x bar and y bar. X bar and y bar are the mean values of x and mean value of y. Then standard deviation of x is 2.5, standard deviation of y is 3.5. So we can denote it as sigma x and sigma y. Sigma x, standard deviation of x, sigma y, standard deviation of y. And coefficient of correlation r, small r, is 0.8. Find the two regression equations that are associated with the above values. We have to make two regression equations with these associated values. Previous problems, we are given a set of values for x series and a set of values for y series, and we are required to calculate the regression equation. But in this problem, this is the first problem where the mean values are given, standard deviations are given, and correlation coefficient is given. So from this data, how to find out the regression equations, that we are going to do the problem now. And most often in examination, this type of problems are frequently asked. So give more concentration. It's very simple. It's very simple. First, we put the data in notational form. In the problem, it is given mean of x and mean of y. So we are writing x bar. This is the mean of x, 65. Y bar, mean of y, 67, given in the problem. And sigma x is the standard deviation of x variable, 2.5. Sigma y, standard deviation of y variable, 3.5, given in the problem. R is the standard symbol for correlation coefficient, 0.8. This is the data given. From this data, we have to make the regression equations. But before calculating regression equations, we have to calculate regression coefficients. तो bxy और byx पहले मालूम करना, उसके बाद regression equations. तो regression coefficient of x on y, bxy. Now see here, previous problems we have applied different formula for bxy. Because in those problems, standard deviation mean was not given, individual values are given. But here standard deviation and mean values are given, so the problem will be, formula will be different. The bxy का formula r into sigma x by sigma y. R correlation coefficient, sigma x standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y. तो यहाँ पर पहले x है, तो न्यूमरेटर में x लेंगे. Sigma x by sigma y. R value is 0.8, sigma x is 2.5, sigma y is 3.5, 2.5 by 3.5. So you multiply 0.8 into 2.5 divided by 3.5, you are going to get 5.5714. Over, we got bxy value. Regression coefficient of x on y we got. Similarly, we have to calculate the regression coefficient of y on x, byx. The formula will be r into sigma y by sigma x. Check, compare these two formulas. What is the difference? In the numerator, we have taken sigma x because x first is there. Here, byx, the numerator will take y. So sigma y by sigma x. Sigma y is 3.5. 3.5 by 2.5. Multiply 0.8 into 3.5 divided by 2.5, 1.12. That's all. We got byx, we got bxy. Dono values are there. Now easily we can substitute and we can calculate regression equations. So regression equation of x on y, x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y. Same procedure, no change at all. So x minus x bar is 65. bxy 0.5714. Y minus y bar 0.1. Y bar is 67. Now x minus 65, keep it as it is. Now 0.5714 से ये bracket open करेंगे, 0.5714 into y minus 0.5714 into 67, you are going to get this figure. Now bring this 65 to RHS, it will become plus 65. So ultimately x is equal to 0.5714y plus 26.7162. The regression equation x on y we got. Similarly, regression equation of y on x. Y on x, y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. So y minus 67, y bar is 67. Byx is 1.12. X 1.12 into 65, 72.8. Bring the 67 to RHS plus 67. So y is equal to 1.2x minus 5.8. That's all. This is the end of problem number 7. It's very simple. Calculations are less in this type of problems. The only thing you have to remember these formulas. These two formulas you have to remember. This is the only difference. Now, 8th problem. See the 8th one. Problem number 8. The correlation coefficient between the variables x and y is 0.6. 0.6. Correlation coefficient, R value is given. And if standard deviation of x, sigma x is given 1.5, standard deviation of y is given 2. X bar ka matlab mean value is given 10 and mean value of y is 20. Find the equations of regression lines y on x and x on y. Exactly similar, no change at all. So we are given R value 0.6, correlation coefficient. Sigma x, standard deviation of x 1.5, standard deviation of y 2. X bar, mean of x 10, mean of y is 20. Exactly same procedure. Regression coefficient of x on y R into sigma x by sigma y. 0.6 into 1.5 divided by 2, 0.45. Then regression coefficient of y on x, byx is equal to R into sigma y by sigma x. So 0.6 into 2 by 1.5. 2 by 1.5, 0.8. So we got bxy, we got byx. Now substitute in the formula. Regression equation of x on y, x minus x bar is 10. Is equal to bxy 0.45. Y minus y bar is 20. Now open the bracket, 0.45 into y, 0.45 into 20 is 9. Bring 10 to RHS plus 10. So ultimately x is equal to 0.45 y plus 1. That's all. Now regression equation of y on x, y minus y bar is equal to byx. Y bar is how much here? 20. Byx we got 0.8. X minus x bar is 10. Open the bracket, 0.8 into x, 0.8x minus 0.8 into 10, 8. Bring 20 to RHS plus 20. So y is equal to 0.8x plus 12. That's all. The end of problem number 8. Now see the problem number 9. You are given the following information about advertising and sales. So two variables are given, advertising and sales. And it is already denoted in the problem itself. Advertisement is denoted as X, rupees in lakhs. And sales are denoted as Y. तो प्रॉब्लम में खुद डिनोट कर दिया, X are advertisement expense, Y are the sales, rupees in lakhs. Mean value, mean का मतलब X bar and Y bar. तो mean of advertisement are 10 lakh and mean of sales are 90 lakhs. And standard deviation of advertisement is 3 lakhs and standard deviation of sales are 12 lakh. So we are given sigma X, sigma Y. Sigma X is 3, sigma Y is 12. Correlation coefficient is 0.8 R. Calculate the two regression lines. First question, whether we call it as regression lines or regression equations, same method. Find the likely sales when advertisement is 15 lakh. अगर 15 लाख रुपीस एडवर्टाइजमेंट पर खर्च करेंगे तो सेल्स कितना होगा, ये सेकंड क्वेश्चन है. एंड थर्ड क्वेश्चन, व्हाट शुड बी द एडवर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर रिक्वायर्ड इफ द कंपनी वांट्स टू अटेन अ टारगेट सेल्स ऑफ रुपीस 120 lakh. If the company has set a target of 120 lakh rupees sales, how much advertisement expenditure needs to be incurred? This is the problem. तो ये प्रॉब्लम थोड़ा सा एक स्टेप आगे है. फर्स्ट we have to calculate the two regression equation exactly same way. Ninth problem. X bar 10, Y bar 90. X bar is the mean of advertisement expenditure given in the problem. And 90 is the mean of sales. And sigma X3. This is a standard deviation of advertisement expenditure. This is a standard deviation of sales. And correlation coefficient 0.8. Easily same way we have to calculate. Regression coefficient of x on y, bxy is equal to r into sigma x by sigma y, 0.8 into 3 by 12. So bxy we got 0.2. Regression coefficient of y on x, byx is equal to r into sigma y by sigma x, 0.8 into 12 by 3, 3.2. We got bxy and we got byx. Now regression equation of x on y, x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar, x minus 10 x bar is 10. bxy is 0.2. So 0.2 into y minus 90, y bar is 90. So now open the bracket, x minus 10 is equal to 0.2 into y. 0.2 into 90 is 18. Now bring this 10 to RHS plus 10. So ultimately x is equal to 0.2 y minus 8. This is the regression equation of x on y. Similarly, regression equation of y on x. Y minus y bar is equal to byx, x minus x bar. Byx, y bar is 90, byx is 3.2, x bar is 10. Open the bracket, then substitute, we'll get y is equal to 3.2x plus 58. We got the regression equation of x on y and y on x. First bit we have completed. Second bit, most likely sales y. Sales are denoted as y. So it is asking you what is the most likely sales when the advertisement expenditure x is 15. So x de diya 15 and y we have to find out. In the theory video I told you the regression equation x on y will be used to predict x. The regression equation y on x will be used to predict y. तो y मालूम करने के लिए y on x, x मालूम करने के लिए x on y. अब हमको y मालूम करना है. We have to calculate y. So we use the regression equation y on x. So regression equation y on x. What is the y on x regression equation? 3.2x plus 58. 3.2x plus 58. In place of x, I am substituting 15. In place of x, I am taking say 15. So y is equal to 15 into 3.2 plus 58. So multiply 15 into 3.2 plus 58. You will get 106. So likely sales are 106 lakhs. तो अगर एडवर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर पे 15 लाख रुपीस खर्च करेंगे तो लाइकली सेल्स विल बी 106 lakhs. Similarly, when advertisement expenditure, how much would be the advertisement expenditure? X is equal to how much for making a target sales of rupees 120 lakh. The company wants to achieve a target sale of 120 lakhs. For getting a sale of 120 lakhs, how much advertisement expenditure has to be incurred? That means we have to find out x. We have to find out x. और x मालूम करने के लिए we apply the equation x on y. So we use the regression equation x on y. Regression equation x on y. X is equal to, here it is the equation. X is equal to 0.2y minus 8. 0.2y minus 8. Y value is given in the problem as 120. So 0.2 into 120 minus 8, you will get 16. So expected expenditure to be incurred on advertisement is 16 lakh to attain a target sales of rupees 120 lakh. That's all. So this is the end of problem number 9. Come on students, now we'll start the next problem, problem number 10. See the 10th problem. Given the following data, x and y variables are given. Arithmetic mean of x is 36 and arithmetic mean of y is 85. That means x bar is 36, y bar is 85. Standard deviation of x is 11, y is 8. Sigma x 11, sigma y 8. Correlation coefficient 0.66. Find the regression equation x on y. Only one regression equation it is asking you, x on y, not y on x. Estimate the value of x when y is equal to 60. So once you calculate the regression equation x on y, we can estimate x given the value of y. Y ka value de diya 60. We can estimate x. So now see the problem. It's very simple, easy problem. X bar 36, y bar 85. Standard deviation of x 11, standard deviation of y 8 given in the problem. 0.66 is the correlation. Regression coefficient of x on y, bxy. The formula is r into sigma x by sigma y. 0.66 into 11 by 8, 0.9075 bxy we got. Now regression equation of x on y. X minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar. X minus 36, x bar is 36. Bxy 0.9075, y bar is 85. Now open the bracket, 0.9075 into y minus 0.9075 into 85, 77.1375. Bring this 36 to RHS. Minus 36 will become plus 36. So 0.9075 y minus 77.1375 plus 36. You will get minus 41.1375. This is the regression equation of x on y. First question completed. Second question, what is the value of x? Estimate x when y is equal to 60. When we need x, we have to apply x on y. We have to apply the regression equation x on y. So regression equation x on y is x is equal to 0.9075 y minus 47.1375. In place of y, I am substituting 60. Now 60 into 0.9075, 54.45 minus 41.1375. So x is equal to 13.3125. That's all. This is the end of problem number 10. Now see the problem number 11. From the following information, obtain two regression equations and estimate the yield of crops when rainfall is 30. So we will denote yield as x and rainfall as y. So we have to estimate the yield of crop. Here x we have to find out, and y is given in the problem 30, and rainfall required when to get a yield of 600 kilogram. So two separate questions are asked. First of all, we have to calculate both the regression equations, then only we can attempt this question. So rainfall in centimeters, yield in kilograms, mean. So x bar is equal to 26.7 and y bar is equal to 510. Variance, actually variance means standard deviation square. When we square the standard deviation, we'll get the variance. If we are having variance, we can find out standard deviation. Put the variance under root. Variance को root में डाल दो, you will get the standard deviation. So here variance are given 25. Variance are given 25, but we don't require variance. We need standard deviation. So standard deviation is equal to root of variance. तो 25 को root कर दो 5 हो गया. तो standard deviation of x is 5. Similarly, standard deviation of y is root 121. 121 को root कर दो, you will get 11. Then coefficient of correlation is given 0.8. That's all. First we write the information. X bar is equal to 26.7 given in the problem. Y bar is equal to 510. Sigma x square. This means variance. Standard deviation को square कर दिए तो क्या आता? Variance. तो variance is equal to 25. But we require standard deviation. तो ये variance को under root कर देना. 25 को root कर दो, 5 is the standard deviation. Similarly, standard deviation of y square, the variance of y is 121. Standard deviation of y 121 under root. Root कर दो 121 को, you will get 11. So the only difference is instead of standard deviation we are given the variance. So convert the variance into standard deviation by putting under root. Now r is equal to 0.8. Regression coefficient of x on y. bxy r into sigma x by sigma y 0.8 into 5 divided by 11. 0.3636 bxy we got. Regression coefficient of y on x byx r into sigma y by sigma x 0.8 into 11 by 5 1.76. So we got regression coefficient of x on y and y on x. Now regression equation of x on y, x minus x bar 26.7. bxy is 0.3636. Y minus y bar is 510. Now open the bracket. 0.3636 into y minus 0.3636 into 510. You will get 185. Bring 26.7 to RHS plus 26. So ultimately x is equal to 0.3636 y minus 1. This is the regression equation of x on y. Now y on x. Regression equation of y on x. Y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. So y minus 510 is equal to byx 1.76. We got 1.76 byx. X minus x bar is 26.7. Now 1.76 into x. 1.76 into 26, you will get 46. Now bring y is equal to 1.76x plus 463.008. So we got both the regression equations, x on y and y on x. Now we'll find out estimated yield. Yield is denoted as y and rainfall is denoted as x. तो estimated yield मालूम करना है, y मालूम करना है when rainfall x is 30. When we need y, we apply the regression equation y on x. Y मालूम करने के लिए y on x. तो regression equation of y on x here we are having 1.76x plus 463.008. तो x के place पर 30 ले लो, तो 1.76 into 30 52.8 plus 463. So ultimately estimated yield is equal to 515.808. Last bit. Rainfall X is equal to how much? When yield Y is 600. Rainfall X, we have to find out. So to find out X, we apply regression equation X on Y. So regression equation X on Y is X is equal to, here we are having 0.3636Y minus 158.736. In place of Y, I am substituting 600. 600 into 0.3636, 218.16 minus 150. So 59.424. This is the rainfall required. That's all. This is the end of problem number 11. Now, 12th problem. This is the last problem, main problems, last main problem, 12. Given X series and Y series, mean value 1800 and X bar is equal to 18, Y bar is equal to 100. Standard deviation sigma X 14, sigma Y 20. Coefficient of correlation between them are, find the most probable value of Y if X is equal to 70. Most probable value of Y मालूम करना है तो we need Y on X, and most probable value of X if Y is equal to 90. तो X मालूम करना है तो X on Y. So first of all we need two regression equation X on Y and Y on X. After that we can be able to estimate. Then if the regression coefficients are 0.8 and 0.6, regression coefficients means BXY and BYX, 0.8 and 0.6. What would be the value of correlation coefficient? That is the second question. So first of all, we'll write the information given in the problem. X bar is equal to 18, Y bar is equal to 100 given. Sigma X 14, sigma Y 20, R is equal to 0.8. Now regression coefficient of X on Y, BXY is equal to R into sigma X by sigma Y, 0.8 into 14 by 20, we'll get 0.56. BXY we got 0.56. BYX, regression coefficient of Y on X, BYX is equal to R into sigma Y by sigma X, 0.8 into 20 by 14, 1.143. Both the regression coefficients we got. Now regression equation of X on Y. X minus X bar is equal to BXY into Y minus Y bar. X bar is 18, BXY is 0.56, Y bar is 100. Substitute, we'll get X is equal to 0.56, Y minus 30. One regression equation we got X on Y. Similarly, regression equation of Y on X, Y minus Y bar is equal to BYX, X minus X bar. Substitute the values, you get Y is equal to 1.143X plus 70. So we got both the regression equations. Now we'll estimate. First estimation, it is asking you Y is how much if X is equal to 70. अगर X 70 है तो Y कितना होगा? तो we apply regression equation Y on X. In order to calculate Y, we apply Y on X. So Y is equal to 1.143X plus 79. So X in place of X I am substituting 70. 70 into 1.143, 80.01 plus 79. Ultimately Y is equal to 159.436 over. Now last bit is X is equal to how much if Y is equal to 90. अगर Y 90 है तो X कितना होगा? तो regression equation X on Y. X is equal to 0.56 Y minus 38. 0.56 into 90 minus 38. 12.4. X value we got. Last question, it is asking you what is the correlation coefficient if the regression coefficients are 0.8 and 0.6. Regression coefficient, so BXY 0.8, BYX 0.6. अब R का formula already we know. In the previous problem we have applied correlation coefficient R is equal to BXY into BYX under root. तो दोनों coefficients को multiply करेंगे under root 0.48, R is equal to 0.6928. That's all. This is the end of problem number 12. This is the last problem on main problem. Now we'll start the short answer questions. So 12 problems we have done, main problems 12 we have completed on regression equations. Now some 4 or 5 short problems are there. After completing this 4 or 5 short problems, we'll come to an end of the chapter, regression analysis. So see the short questions 1. Given the two regression coefficient BXY is equal to 0.542 and Y on X is 0.905. calculate the coefficient of correlation between x and y. Normally in examination, in short problems, they will ask this type of problems. Correlation coefficient we have to calculate. The two regression coefficients are given. The regression coefficient of x on y is 0.542 and regression coefficient of y on x is 0.905. bxy, byx both are given and we have to find out correlation coefficient. Already in the main problems we have seen the formula for r. r is equal to bxy into byx under root. So bxy is given 0.542, byx is given 0.905. Correlation coefficient is r is equal to bxy into byx. Both regression coefficient multiplied, then under root. R is equal to 0.7. That's it. This is a short question on regression. Second, if the regression coefficient of x on y, regression coefficient of x on y, bxy, is 0.847 and y on x, byx, is 0.732, find correlation coefficient exactly same. So bxy 0.847, byx 0.732, correlation coefficient r is equal to bxy into byx under root. Multiply it and put it under root, you will get 0.787. Two questions completed. Now see the third short question. Third short question says, comment on the following. You are not required to calculate anything, just it is asking you to give the comment on the some sentence is given. For a bivariate distribution, the coefficient of regression of y on x is 4.2 and coefficient of regression of x on y is 0.5. एक bivariate distribution में coefficient regression coefficient of y on x 4.2 है, byx 4.2 है and x on y 0.5 है. So we are given byx 4.2 and bxy is given 0.5. Is it right or not? It is asking you, give the comment. Now byx is 4.2 given, bxy is 0.5. We have to give the comment. So correlation coefficient, already we know the formula, bxy into byx under root. So we multiply 4.2 into 0.5 under root. So 2.1 under root. So r ka value we got 1.449. Absolutely not possible. Because the value of r will range between -1 to +1. Perfectly negative correlation to perfectly positive correlation. तो correlation का value हमेशा -1 से +1 तक ही रहता. +1 से increase नहीं होता. It will never cross 1. Here it is given 1.449. So it is more than 1. So it is not at all possible. So these calculations byx 4.2 and byx 0.5 is wrong. The given statement that bxy 4.2, byx 0.5 is wrong. Because by having that, we are getting correlation more than 1. So the given data is wrong. Since the value of r should never exceed 1. Should never exceed 1. The value of r will always range between -1 to +1. ये दोनों के बीच में रहता. 1 से बढ़ता नहीं है, 1 से बढ़ गया तो इसका मतलब ये डाटा जो दिया है वो wrong है. That is the question. So this type of problem will also be asked in short bits. Next, fourth problem. See the fourth problem. A student calculated the coefficient of regression of x on y and y on x. So he has calculated regression coefficient bxy and byx as 0.9 and -1.0. So bxy he calculated 0.9 plus 0.9 and byx he calculated -1. Do you think that calculations are correct? Again we have to give the comment. Do you think that the student who has made these calculations are right or wrong? It is absolutely wrong. bxy is equal to plus 0.9 and byx is equal to -1. Now, are the calculations right? It is asking you. The calculations are not right because the properties of regression coefficients we have discussed in first theory video. In the theory video, I told you the one of the property of regression coefficient is both the coefficient must show the same sign. Both the regression coefficient must show the same sign. bxy and byx both may be positive और both may be negative. दोनों पॉजिटिव होना या दोनों नेगेटिव होना, एक पॉजिटिव एक नेगेटिव कभी नहीं होता. This is one of the property of regression coefficients. Here the student has calculated one positive, one negative. So that means his calculations are wrong. The calculations are wrong since the regression coefficient should be both positive or both negative. It should not be one positive and one negative, hence the calculations are wrong. That's it. Now, see the last fifth short question. If the correlation coefficient R is equal to 0.86, correlation coefficient is given, and regression coefficient of x on y is 1.2. Find the regression coefficient of y on x. So we are given correlation coefficient R value, and we are also given bxy, regression coefficient of x on y is given, and we have to find out the regression coefficient of y on x, byx. तो byx मालूम करना है, तो R is equal to 0.86, bxy is equal to 1.2, byx is equal to how much? This is what we have to find out. Now we apply in the formula R is equal to bxy into byx under root. We know the formula. Correlation coefficient is equal to bxy into byx under root. Now, if we square both LHS and RHS, the root will go. अगर LHS को R को स्क्वायर कर दिए तो R स्क्वायर हो जाएगा, और ये bxy byx अंडर रूट जो है इसको स्क्वायर कर देने से ये रूट चला जाएगा. By squaring, the root will go away. So here what will happen? R square is equal to bxy into byx. ये स्क्वायर चले आया, ये रूट चले आता. स्क्वायर करने से रूट चले आता. We are squaring both the sides. Squaring both the sides, LHS and RHS. तो LHS को स्क्वायर करने से R square, और RHS को स्क्वायर करने से root will go away. It will be bxy into byx. Now R square 0.86 square is equal to 1.2. bxy is 1.2 into byx. 0.86 square is 0.7396 is equal to 1.2 byx. So byx is equal to 0.7396 divided by 1.2. You will get 0.6163. That's all. So we have completed the topic regression analysis. So in this regression analysis, first video I have prepared for theory. What is regression analysis? What are the advantages, significance, limitations, and then differences between regression and correlation, and what are the different methods of calculating the regression equations. All these things I have explained you in first video, theory. Then remaining videos I have given all the problems. So if you practice these problems, definitely you will get a command on the topic regression analysis. Not only from the perspective, from the point of view of writing the examination, but also in getting the knowledge, complete command on the topic. So if you like my video, please share it. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe my channel. So again, in the next video, I'll start the next topic, index numbers.